Hello everybody, I hope this video finds you doing well today. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about the present progressive tense, which I know can be a little tricky at first, but overall is not too bad. The present progressive tense in Spanish expresses an action that is in progress or that is currently taking place. We most commonly see these translated as ing in English. So I am talking, you are listening, together we are working on a few activities, so on and so forth. Ing. These are called gerunds in English, if you're familiar with that term. In order to form the present progressive tense in Spanish, we use the verb estar and a present participle. So um, this is the formula that you kind of see: estar and a present participle. Estar will be conjugated in the present tense: estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, and están. Notice there's an accent on all of the forms except for the yo and the nosotros. Um, and then that participle part, the part that makes the ing, in order to form that, you first have to begin with your verb. So whatever your verb is: hablar, comer, escribir. Figure out what your verb is. If your verb ends in AR, you're going to chop off that AR and add back ando, A-N-D-O. If your verb ends in ER or IR, you're going to chop off that ER or IR and add back yendo. Here are some examples. So hablar was my verb, to speak. I chopped off the AR in hablar. I was left with the stem, H-A-B-L, and I added back ando. So we changed to speak in order to speaking. Comer, we've chopped off our ER. We're left with the stem com, and we've added yendo. So we changed to eat to eating. Same thing with vivir, which became viviendo. Now, the part that changes, notice comer, comiendo, the comiendo part doesn't change. What changes is who's doing the eating. So your estar word, the subject here, is going to help you determine that, because comiendo is always going to be the same. Estoy comiendo, I'm eating. Estás comiendo, you are eating. Está comiendo, he or she is eating. Comiendo is still comiendo. Eating doesn't change. What changes is who does the eating. So it's the estar word here that will change. As with anything in Spanish, there are a few irregulars you need to take note of, okay? Four irregular present participles that you see here: leer becomes leyendo with a Y. And if you're curious as to why this happens, when we have three vowels side by side in Spanish, it kind of creates word vomit. It becomes a tritongo, we call in Espanol, and the I there refers, it changes and it becomes a Y. So that's sort of what happened with all of these. Instead of trayendo, oyendo, cayendo, it becomes leyendo, trayendo, oyendo, cayendo. It's just easier to pronounce. So all of these have a Y, as you can see. And in this case, when you have those three vowels side by side, your I just changes to a Y. So leyendo, trayendo, oyendo, and cayendo. Some other verbs that are mentioned in our textbook, it refers to stem changing IR verbs that have a little bit of a shortened stem change. So dormir becomes durmiendo with a D-U-R. Pedir becomes pidiendo with a P-I-D. And servir, again, sirviendo. So just a slight little change there in the participle form. Some more examples for you. Estoy hablando, I'm talking. Estás leyendo, you're reading. Ella está comiendo, she is eating. So on and so forth. So as always, I want to give you a little chance to check your own understanding here. So I've given you four sentences here in Spanish. I am dancing, we are studying, she is walking, and we are singing. And I've given you the verbs over there to the right in Spanish. I want you to take these sentences and translate them to Spanish. So for example, I'll do number one with you. It says, I am dancing. We know we're using the verb bailar. So bailar, we're going to chop off our AR. We know that we should be adding back ando, since this was an AR verb. Who's the one dancing again? Oh, I'm dancing. Okay, we need to use the yo form of estar to say I'm dancing. So number one should become estoy bailando, or yo estoy bailando. Okay, I want you to take a moment, pause your audio, and please give numbers 2, 3, and 4 a try for me. When you're ready, you can unmute. Okay, now that you've had a second to try these, let's take a look. Number 2 tells us we are studying using the verb estudiar. So we're going to chop off that AR there. Since we are the ones studying, we should be using the nosotros form of estar, and we get that estamos estudiando. The AR in estudiar became ando. Estamos estudiando. Number three, she is walking using the verb caminar. We know that the estar form to go with she or ella would be está, and caminar was an AR verb again, so we're going to chop off our AR and add back ando. So ella está caminando. She is walking. Ella está caminando. And finally, number four, we are singing. You're going to take that verb cantar, to sing, and we need to change it to say singing. So you're going to chop off your AR and add back ando. Since we are the ones singing, we would say that nosotros estamos cantando. Estamos cantando. Guys, as always, I hope these videos are helpful to you in navigating the online course. And if you have any questions about what you're supposed to do, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Adios, gracias.